For centuries, becoming an emperor of the Roman Empire was an enticing prospect, and numerous people schemed, battled, and murdered each other for this ultimate prize. But being the ruler of ancient Rome was a risky business. Despite the immense wealth it brought and the almost unlimited authority over powerful armies and a vast territory. And merely gaining the imperial throne could be difficult too. There was no established procedure for transferring power when a Roman emperor died. Regardless of his cause of death, despite various attempts to establish the rules of succession. And almost every time an emperor died, the entire empire was thrown into chaos by the issue of who would assume the power. Let us cover how the Romans secured the coveted throne for themselves. Inheritance. Inheriting a throne may seem straightforward in the modern world, where established royal families traditionally, and usually peacefully, pass on their titles to the next generation. But it wasn't so easy in the Roman Empire. Unfortunately, one of the weaknesses of the Roman imperial political system was that there was never any clear rules or principles for succession. Probably the most famous emperor to inherit the throne was the fifth Roman emperor, Nero, who was born Lucius Domitius Ahenobarbus in AD 37. His mother, Julia Agrippina, a great-granddaughter of Augustus, became the fourth wife of the Emperor Claudius in AD 49 and persuaded her new husband to adopt the boy later that year. Nero then inherited the imperial throne at age 17 after Claudius died in AD 54. Several Roman historians alleged that Claudius had been poisoned by Agrippina to advance her son. But Nero showed no family royalty, and after pretending to share power with his mother for several years, he ordered Agrippina's murder in AD 59. According to the 1st century Roman historian Tacitus, Nero first tried poison, which didn't work. He then caused her boat to sink, which she swam away from. And finally, he ordered a straightforward assassination. While Nero inherited the throne relatively peacefully, his reign ended in chaos. Beset by problems, Nero was declared a public enemy by the Senate and abandoned by the army, and he committed suicide in AD 68. He had no living children to succeed him, and the empire plunged into violence as multiple claimants fought to secure the throne. The Praetorian Guard. Claudius, the fourth Roman emperor, ascended the throne during an outbreak of violence that would echo for centuries. The Praetorian Guard originated during the Roman Republic as a corps of bodyguards for army generals. But the Praetorians were then appointed by Augustus, the first Roman emperor, in 27 BC, to be the emperor's bodyguard. After that, they grew in prestige, and by the reign of the third emperor Caligula, they had become so powerful they could even topple an emperor. Caligula, a great-grandson of Augustus who reigned from AD 37, was initially popular, but stories of his predilections for sadism and sexual perversion have led him to be portrayed as a brutal and lascivious tyrant. Eventually, he alienated both the Roman nobility and the army, and Caligula was assassinated by officers of the Praetorian Guard in AD 41. The Praetorian soldiers then rampaged through the imperial palace. According to the 1st century Jewish and Roman historian Josephus, they found Claudius, Augustus's great-nephew and Caligula's uncle, hiding behind a curtain. The Praetorians proclaimed Claudius emperor, and he ruled with their support until his death in AD 54. This was the first time the Praetorian Guard had selected a Roman emperor, but it would not be the last. After the assassination of Emperor Commodus in AD 192, which was also instigated by the leader of the Praetorian Guard, the Roman Empire entered a period known as the Year of the Five Emperors. Pertinax, who was a senior senator of Rome, was installed first. But the Praetorian Guard quickly became disappointed in him because he refused to pay them for their continued support. The Praetorians soon killed Pertinax, just 3 months after they proclaimed him emperor. Didius Julianus was next on the throne. He'd served as governor of several provinces and was immensely wealthy. According to the 2nd century Roman historian Cassius Dio, the Praetorians announced after killing Pertinax that they would sell the throne to the man who paid the highest price. And Julianus won the subsequent bidding war by offering 25,000 sesterces to every Praetorian soldier, the equivalent of several years' pay. After accepting his offer, the Praetorians threatened the Roman Senate until they proclaimed Julianus emperor. Although he didn't enjoy the throne for long, the Roman people openly opposed the new emperor once they knew of the purchased emperorship, and eventually was backstabbed by the Praetorians and the Senate and executed just 66 days after he ascended the throne. And that is the end of the video related to emperors gaining their thrones in ancient Rome. What topic would you like us to cover next? Comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.